growing number of automotive purists and car collectors losing interest in the larger, heavier, and more tech-focused sports cars of today. Many of them are turning to restomod companies like Singer, Gunther Werks, and Ruf to fulfill their dreams of owning a car that is lightweight and beautiful, but also has the power of a modern-day supercar. If we can credit one man for starting the air-cooled supercar revolution, that man would be Louis Ruf of Ruf GmbH, who completely disrupted the automotive world in 1987 when his 911 base CTR hit 213 miles an hour and blew away the fastest cars from Ferrari, Lamborghini, and Porsche. And if we can credit one man for making the air-cooled supercar a worldwide phenomenon, that man would be Rob Dickinson of Singer Vehicle Design, who showed us just how gorgeous a 911 could be with his 911 Reimagined by Singer classic study that was revealed in 2009. Oh, and real quick, if you're enjoying this video, or you just like learning about Porsches, click here to subscribe. At the time of introduction, the Singer 911 could be had with as much as 400 horsepower, which back then was considered an extreme amount of power for an air-cooled 911. But as modern-day supercars became more powerful, automotive enthusiasts began demanding classic 911 restomods that had the horsepower to match. In 2017, Rob Dickinson responded with the Singer Dynamic and Lightweight Study, which was based on the Porsche 964, but was designed using engineering, aerodynamics, details, quality, and imagination that surpassed the latest supercars. And to get the car just right, Singer collaborated with a large number of companies and automotive professionals including Brembo, Michelin, Williams Advanced Engineering, BBS Motorsports, Hans Mesger, Bosch, Momo, Norbert Singer, Recaro, Hewland, Mario Franchitti, and Chris Harris. But the Singer DLS wasn't just an engineering marvel. It was also far more beautiful than any modern-day supercar, and quite possibly one of the most beautiful cars ever built. But what might be the most exciting aspect of the DLS is that it features the first newly developed air-cooled flat-six engine in nearly 20 years. This impressive motor is the result of the collaboration between Singer Vehicle Design, Hans Mesger, and Williams Advanced Engineering, and features 4-valve cylinder heads, carbon fiber intake trumpets, dual oil circuits, titanium connecting rods, titanium valves, lightweight aluminum throttle bodies with F1-derived upper and lower injectors, and an optimized oiling system to handle the lubrication and cooling process. And this 4-liter naturally aspirated work of art produces 500 horsepower. But a few years later, in August of 2022, Gunther Werks fired back with the incredible Gunther Werks Tornado, a 750 horsepower twin-turbo beast that is based on the Porsche 993. And it was at this exact moment that the air-cooled arms race officially began. The Gunther Werks Tornado features an all-new carbon fiber body that looks quite impressive, with its huge fender flares and intakes and outlets covering the car from front to rear.
Now I want to take a quick second to tell you about today's video sponsor, which is my company, Arc Driver Automotive Photography. I specialize in automotive portraits and photos for sales listings, so if you need professional pictures of your car, check out my website, which is linked in the description below.
But the best part of the Tornado is the Roth Sport Racing 4-liter engine that features twin liquid-charged intercoolers and 3 individual throttle bodies per cylinder, which increases throttle response and minimizes turbo lag. The engine also utilizes a horizontal cooling fan that provides even cooling for all 6 cylinders. The new power plant revs to 7,500 RPM and generates 750 horsepower. The company responsible for all of this insanity is still giving us incredibly fast 911 restomods today, and their most powerful air-cooled car to date is the CTR2. Introduced in 1995, the CTR2 is based on the Porsche 993 Twin Turbo and features Kevlar body panels, lightweight glass, an integrated roll cage and 5-point harnesses, a rear-wheel drive conversion, a modified 6-speed transmission, a Ruf manufactured coilover suspension system, and a biplane rear wing with twin air intakes. The engine is fitted with larger KKK turbos and can produce between 520 and 580 horsepower, depending on customer preference. And with a top speed of 220 miles per hour, the Ruf CTR2 was the fastest air-cooled Porsche on the planet. That is, until Ruf introduced the CTR2 Sport. The Sport was a race-focused update that featured lighter composite body panels, Öhlins racing suspension, a custom short ratio 6-speed manual gearbox, and the engine was upgraded with bigger turbos, titanium connecting rods, and a lightweight flywheel. The Sport package brought the weight of the CTR2 down to 2,994 pounds and increased the horsepower to a ridiculous 702. The top speed of the CTR2 Sport has never been made public, but with 122 horsepower more than the standard 220 miles per hour CTR2, we can expect it to be marginally faster. Ruf's latest air-cooled Porsche isn't actually a Porsche at all, but a completely in-house designed and built car that uses the latest materials and technology, such as a carbon fiber monocoque chassis, fly-by-wire commands, and double wishbone suspension with inboard push-rod actuated KW coilovers. If this car looks familiar, that's because it's based on the Ruf CTR Anniversary, but unlike that car, the Ruf Tribute uses an all-new air-cooled flat-six engine. The Ruf-designed twin-turbo 3.6-liter flat-six engine utilizes 3-valve billet aluminum cylinder heads, dual overhead cams, variable valve timing and lift, and a 2-stage resonance intake system. The new motor produces 550 horsepower. With its latest generation of vehicles, Ruf has proven that it's possible to build state-of-the-art cars that still provide the classic 911 experience. But unfortunately, Porsche isn't taking note. While Singer, Gunther Werks, and Ruf were getting all the attention, Bruce Canepa was quietly carrying out the most psychotic air-cooled restomod project ever, the Porsche 959 SC Reimagined. Porsche introduced the 959 back in 1986, and in its day, it was the most advanced car in the world. Nearly 40 years later, it's still one of the most advanced cars in the world. And with a top speed of 211 miles an hour, it also remains one of the fastest cars in the world. So why would anyone want to modify one? According to Bruce Canepa, he wanted to create a modern-day interpretation of the 959. The reimagining process begins with a 4,500-hour restoration, where the entire car is disassembled and over 3,000 individual pieces are restored, rebuilt, or upgraded, including a custom suspension system with Penske valve shocks and titanium coilover springs. The 2.85-liter flat six is completely rebuilt with larger parallel Borg-Warner twin turbos, Pankel titanium connecting rods, internal wastegates and integrated diverter valves, forged pistons, solid lifters for better throttle response, upgraded camshaft housings with lower friction bearings, and a new Motec engine management system. The only change to the exterior of the car is the 18-inch cast magnesium wheels, which look like the original but are lighter, stronger, and painted gray. The Canepa 959 SC Reimagined does 0 to 60 in 2.4 seconds and has a top speed of 232 miles per hour. In June of 2023, Singer revealed their latest and most extreme creation to date, the DLS Turbo. The new DLS Turbo builds on Singer's incredible design and lightweight study with many significant modifications, most notably the extreme and bulbous bodywork that was directly inspired by the Group 4 Racing Porsche 934.5. The DLS Turbo uses the same Hans Mesger and Williams Advanced Engineering designed engine as the original DLS, but it's been modified to accommodate turbocharging. The volume has been reduced from 4 liters to 3.8 liters, and electric wastegates and air-to-air water intercoolers have been installed, along with a horizontal cooling fan for more even cooling of the cylinders and to continue with the retro Group 4 race car theme. The exhaust system has also received a complete redesign and now has side exits, making another visual nod to the Group 4 racing theme. The updated engine revs to 9,000 RPM and produces an incredible 700 horsepower. The air-cooled arms race has brought us cars that are more powerful, but even more important, it's brought us cars that are more beautiful. And while most people might argue that 700 horsepower is way too much for an air-cooled Porsche, this entire movement has given automotive purists a reason to be excited about cars once again.
Thanks for checking out this video, and for more automotive content that you cannot find anywhere else, click here to subscribe. And don't forget to check out my automotive photography company, which is linked in the description below.